Once upon a time, in the Gaza Strip, there lived a Palestinian child named Ahmed. Ahmed was only 7 years old, but he had already witnessed the horror of war and violence that engulfed his land. Every day, he woke up to the sound of bombs and gunshots, and every day, he went to bed with the fear of not waking up the next morning. One day, as Ahmed was playing outside his house, he saw a group of Israeli soldiers approaching. His heart started beating fast, and his hands trembled with fear. He knew that the Israeli army was always up to no good, and he had heard countless stories of innocent Palestinians being attacked and killed by them. As the soldiers came closer, Ahmed's fear turned into terror. They were heavily armed, and their faces were covered with masks. Without warning, one of the soldiers fired a shot in the air, causing Ahmed to fall to the ground. He was too scared to move, and he closed his eyes, praying that he would not be hurt. But his prayers went unanswered. The soldiers started shouting at him in Hebrew, a language Ahmed did not understand. They grabbed him by the arm and dragged him towards their vehicle. Ahmed tried to resist, but he was no match for the soldiers. They threw him into the back of their jeep and drove off towards an unknown destination. Ahmed's family searched for him frantically, but they could not find him. They asked around, and they were told that the Israeli soldiers had taken him away. They went to the Israeli military base to demand his release, but they were turned away. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Ahmed's family had lost all hope of ever seeing him again. But then, one day, they received a call from an Israeli hospital. Ahmed was alive, but he had been severely injured. He had been shot in the leg, and he had to undergo several surgeries. Ahmed's family rushed to the hospital, relieved to see their son alive. They were horrified to see the extent of his injuries. Ahmed was traumatized and in pain, but he was alive. The family decided to take him home and care for him as best they could. Ahmed's life would never be the same again. He would be scarred both physically and emotionally by the attack on him. But he was a survivor, and he refused to let the Israeli army defeat him. He would grow up to become a voice for peace and justice, determined to make sure that no child would have to suffer the same fate as him.